Welcome to Dodgers Daily. Casey Porter here. We have a full room and super excited about this. You're seeing Mike Salas, who joins Dodgers Daily quite a bit, and Manny Pimentel, who has boots on the ground as the scouting supervisor in the DR, and he's going to talk about the Dominican Republic international prospects that the Dodgers just signed. So welcome into Dodgers Daily. Super excited about this.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Casey, for the invitation. I'm happy to be here with you.
Mike, how you doing this afternoon?
Doing good, Casey. Thank you, and welcome, Manny.
Going to talk about Emil Morales first. He was noticed first by Dolan Lantigua, Paul Brazone, both area scouts in the DR wanted to give them credit. So jump into Emil Morales.
Emil Morales, like you say, is our number one of this year. He's a very athletic kid with large frame. And we think that he has a lot of chance to stay shortstop. But if that's not the case, because he grow up too much or something, we are sure that he can handle third base or maybe outfielder. But we are pretty sure that he will keep the athleticism to stay there at shortstop.
Awesome deal. Let me back up just a touch. You are in the Dominican and then the Venezuelan League. The Dodgers love getting Venezuelan players. They're such wonderful people. They have great work ethic. You talk about Diego Cartaya, Vladimir Chalo, Jesus Calise, Yainer Fernandez, all awesome. And so that league actually collapsed back in 2015. They all have to come to the DR now, as I understand it. Would that be correct? And if so, talk about that Dominican Summer League.
It's a very important league, man. It's like the transition of the kids. You know, maybe the first time that most of them spend that long time out of home, new culture, new food, some of them new different language, because we have guys from all the world there.
Can you talk about the power of Morales and his bat and his abilities in the strike zone?
Yeah, Morales show us, we have a long history on him. We did a very good job there, and Morales shows a very advanced hitting ability and strike zone discipline. And we know right now he's like 185, 190 pounds on a 6'3", maybe 6'4" frame. Mm-hmm. And we know that as soon as he adds some pounds there, the power will come. And we are really excited about what he could bring to the table.
Yeah, the scouting reports has him, if he bulks up, power will show up a little bit more. So you agree with that?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And the same thing with the scouting reports. With his footwork, his arm strength that he has at the shortstop position, when he bulks up, they were concerned about his ability to stay at shortstop, and we're talking about moving to third base. How do you feel about that?
I think that more than footwork and arm, it's more like maybe his body. Mm-hmm. He has a chance to outgrow the position there. But the footwork and arm strength that he shows right now can play at shortstop.
And the outfield also?
Yeah.
Talk about his baseball IQ and his leadership abilities. What have you seen when you're watching the games and how he interacts with his teammates and in the dugout? Morales show us very early that he's a leader. Mm-hmm. He's the one on the team that he's pushing his teammates. He's telling them what they have to do, where they have to go. And he showed us that since the beginning. So he's the leader there, no doubt about it. Out of the 19 prospects that Dodgers signed this year, in your opinion, how many of those do you think will be able to go straight into the single-A Rancho Cucamonga Quakes?
That's a really hard question, because mm-hmm. I think that they are too young.
Okay.
They are too young, and as I told you, the transition time that they need is very important. Maybe 1 year DSL and Arizona the same year, maybe they are ready to go there. But since the beginning, I think that none of them right now is not needed.
At least a year, maybe 2 in the summer leagues at Arizona.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hey, we are talking to Manny Pimentel of the DR, and he's talking about all the Dominican Republic international prospects that the Dodgers just signed, and it was a great class. And as we continue on with some of the names, Hey, not just one shortstop in this class. There was another one. Heidi Pena is also another shortstop, and then Rayleigh Mariano. Can you talk about those two young men?
Yeah. We took 3 shortstops, but they are totally different profiles. As you know, Morales is a right-hander hitter that could bring very interesting power. Heidi Pena is a legit shortstop physically. A very skinny kid with athleticism, good actions, but he's a left-handed. That we know that he won't develop an above average power, but he will put ball in gaps. And Rayleigh Pena is a shortstop, but it's more oriented as second base. He's not a physical kid. He could impact the game with his speed on the bases. Very smart and high IQ too. And they are shortstop right now, but different profiles.
That's awesome because that creates versatility. I mean, you could move them any which way you want, which is huge in the Dodgers organization because the Dodgers love it when guys can play more than one position. Is that something you guys focus on in the Dominican Summer League?
Maybe directly, no.
Yeah.
But in the scouting side that we are looking for the athleticism, that's the idea.
Yeah.
It's easier move a shortstop to the outfielder than outfielder to shortstop.
So we talked about some of the international catchers the Dodgers have signed as of late, and they have all been fantastic. The Dodgers did get one catcher out of the Dominican Republic, Yuri Rosa. So talk about Yuri.
Yuri is a very athletic catcher. It's not the typical catcher that we know, that big kid, strong, stocky. He's a very athletic catcher that will take the extra base when he's running. He shows a very advanced hitting ability right now. And he has the athleticism to develop as a very good, solid defense catcher.
And then the outfielder in this international draft from the DR, Rafi Peguero. So, Rafi, I'm very excited about this young man. Talk about him.
Yeah, Rafi is he was born on the States. He was born at the States. He come here and he grew up here in Dominican. But Rafi Peguero chose a very interesting basket. That kid really can impact the ball. Mm-hmm. Right now he moves very well, but he's like, you remember Raul Mondesi?
Oh type,
yeah. Like a bull, like strong legs and that thing. He's like maybe a little taller than Mondesi, but he's that kind of body, and he really can impact the ball.
Wow. What is the coaching like in the DR? Do these kids get coached up pretty well?
Yeah. Our player development department is really good. They really know what they are doing, and we trust a lot on them.
Is there like a specific philosophy offensively that do guys try to hit more home runs? Do they try to develop power? Is there a emphasis more on bat to ball skills? Is there a specific instance, or is that led by organizations, or is that just player by player?
It's more player by player, but like a scout, we try to focus on bat to ball skills.
Yeah.
I think that the player development side can help to get them stronger, and the power can come.
Okay, I saved the best for last, and that is the pitching. Axel Perez, Alexis Dominguez. So talk about those two.
Those two young guys, they have very good bodies to get bigger and stronger. Right now they are very weak, lanky, like 6'4", 6'5" guys, but very lanky, weak. And they shows a really good arm strength. And we think that with the player development, working with them, we can develop some special guys there. They chose feel for pitches, and their bodies, as soon as you see them, you see that what we saw.
Do you talk to a lot of the guys that you have scouted over in the DR and sent over to the States? Do you still stay in communication with a lot of them?
Yeah, yeah. I was involved on some of them that you know. Ornil Cruz, I was involved on him.
Oh, yeah.
Carlos Duran, Junior Garcia, Eddie Leonard.
How's Eddie's doing, by the way?
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
Maybe we see him making the bigs next year, hopefully.
Yeah, with the Tigers.
Yeah. Andy Pajes.
Do the guys prefer the Dodgers? I know the Dodgers have been simply fantastic with international prospects, especially in the DR. So when the name Dodgers comes up, is that like something that is that a team that everybody wants to play for in that league?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Dodgers is a big thing here. It's a uniform that everybody wants to wear since kid. Yeah. No
How
doubt
big is
about it.
baseball in the DR? Is it like the biggest thing going as far as sports?
For sure, man. Sports is number one. Everywhere you go, you will see guys, kids, no guys. You will see kids playing, and if you ask them what you want to do when you grow up, a baseball player. That's the main thing here. No doubt about it.
How long's the league?
It's like around 3 months. I think like 60 games, DSL game.
Okay.
60 games. It start in June, August, and September maybe. It's like 2.5 months, 3 months.
It's always cool, like when an Austin Chubb comes over. Austin was the manager of the Ogden Raptors, and then he comes down and manages a DSL league. It's a really cool experience for guys like that because they get to come to the Dominican and understand the difficulties of not being able to speak the language, learning a new culture, that when they come back to the States, now they have an understanding of what their players are going through, don't they?
No doubt about it. Chop did a really good job here in DSL, and he continued step by step with that same group on the roster. The main group of, I remember he was with Leonard, Pajes, the same group, step by step, and he's a nice guy.
Okay, man. Well, that's all I got for you. Mike, do you have anything left?
I'm good. Thank you again, Manny. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for the opportunity, man.
Yeah, hey, Manny, thank you so much again, and this has been just wonderful talking about the international prospects from the Dominican Republic. Again, we're talking to Manny Pimentel, so thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.